Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map. This is another installment in our Dark Times Tarot series. I have been a little bit maybe uninspired to create a VR to my beautiful two friends with whom we've done the series. I think it was caused by me actually feeling quite good and getting on the other side of the dark night of the soul. The series was created and originated by Maha from Maha's Treasurebox and done together in collaboration with myself and with Elise from Wild Moon Woman. But today I thought that I want to add my VR to Maha's video where she shared a spread about Hecate and her experiences with Hecate, because recently I had a very powerful experience with Artemis and in general dark goddess lineage from Artemis, Diana, Inanna and few others. And here's the Artemis image. It comes from Susan Seton-Boulay from the goddess cards. And this is also Diana, which in many cultures it's said that Artemis was kind of the same as Diana. They both were huntresses, and they both were wild, independent, virginal in a way that symbolically no man would kind of rule over them, so they weren't married. Apparently there was wild sex in the forest, but who knows? They were protectors of the weak ones, and they were very fierce goddesses. And at the same time, apparently Artemis, when she was born, she helped her mother to give birth to Apollo, which was her brother. But the stories of Artemis and Diana are very kind of mixed and depends on the culture. You get different ones. This stone here really reminds me of that paintings, that drawings of Artemis. Can my camera focus on it? Maybe. This is a petrified wood, and it's got faces on both sides. It reminds me of an owl, but also of this Artemis picture where she has this one eye kind of like really marked, and then that petrified wood also has this one eye. It's black. And so I decided to well, Artemis spread will be something which I might be sharing with you soon. I haven't really done it yet, but I want to explore Artemis through my cards. But for now I want to share with you how you can actually explore any particular type of energy that you are working with through tarot and oracle cards. So Vessel is my weaver of January, and as you can see, she holds a bow, and she is the shaman weaver of ocean, so she's connected to element of water. But actually in the description of this weaver, she connects three worlds. She connects the stone, the water and the cloud, so air, fire and water. I mean air and water. And I actually thought like she's really beautiful. To me she also has to do with expression and also with grounding and being a vessel for connecting those three worlds, so a vessel for all the four elements. And I asked actually, how is Vessel connected to the goddess archetypes that I have? So I have this Red Seeds Oracle by Linda Hill, and I asked, what goddess are you closely related to? And I shuffled the deck and I pulled I Am Inspiration, and this is Ceridwen. No wonder they connected. Ceridwen usually is seen with a cauldron, right? And Vessel also seems to be having like A type of cauldron. So it's carried when what you seek is seeking you. That's the quote by Rumi. And she was a mother goddess from Welsh myth. She was a magical enchantress and keeper of the cauldron of inspiration, which overflows within the divine spirit, which holds the essence of transformation. Inspiration means to breathe into. When it arises, it leads to a burst of creativity from the unconscious, so taking part in any creative act will allow inspiration to flow through us. So this is also a beautiful invitation to be creative, right? With the cauldron, to be the vessel of the creativity to flow through me. And another bit here is that walking forward to commit and act is often an inspiration to others. However small a step, we owe it to ourselves and to each other to be inspirational. I love that. In a celebrity-driven world of seemingly perfect people, we can sometimes forget the real meaning of being inspirational. We may look to others to feel inspired, but forget to see the greatness in ourselves. So the challenge is detachment and the gift is transformation. So both of these beautiful images are very connected with one another, and they both came to me as an energy to work with in January. So the vessel, the cauldron, my body as a vessel, emotional flow, inspiration and creation are part of my January journey if I choose to. This is something which I have to also be open to receive and actively magnetically, do. So I asked Tarot de Saint Croix. I said, so I asked the vessel. So you can ask any type of energy you're working with. Like, for example, I asked what goddess are you closely related to? And then I pulled the goddess card, right? So I kind of connected the two. Then I asked, how can I connect to your energy? Like practically, how can I use your gifts to my greatest benefit? And I pulled these 3 cards from Tarot de Saint Croix, and when I look at this, the Knight of Cups, it's like, right, it's drawing from the flowing vessel. So we know that the vessel, the cauldron, is something which connects these two. So I should be open to really emotional flow, to be able to receive from the overflowing cup. And the little booklet from Lisa de Saint Croix, it's also beautiful. The knight welcomes the flow of feelings. My son Simon has always followed his heart, and as a result, he has been able to make his dreams come true. So the meaning is a person who acts from the heart. So in a way, both of them vessel through connecting the 3 words, but the connection maybe has to happen through the heart. Also that turquoise could be the expression, the heart chakra, but also, the throat chakra, but also this Ananda Kanda, which is a turquoise heart kind of chakra place. And I should act from my heart, be open to receive, be open to the emotional flow. These emotions from the water, they like flow through him and create that, like his coat or overcoat with the hearts on it. So staying open to emotions. And sometimes emotions can be black and white, but they rarely are, right? So watch for also this emotional extremism. And then 3 of Wands. So once I act from my heart, maybe some new opportunities will open up for me. 3 of Wands is a card of inspiration and something wonderful being able to expansion, being able to being developed, or something which I want to grow, that it has the best chances of growing, right? So 3 of Wands, here is the mother watches her progenies both come in. 3 Wands blossom in the promise of success, and the figurehead leads the boat towards the spirit world. And the meaning is visionary leadership will see a project flourish. So also have this vision when I connect to these 3 words and see it in the cauldron, like mix my magic and hold the vision, I can see it being fulfilled. And also this one as a result, or like kind of evolution of the 3 of Wands, I get to 10 of Wands when I get a peak. And this is such an alchemical card, right? Because this is a guy carrying 10 different wands, so it always connects me to also creating wands and having this one growing wand and peeking beyond the visible, beyond the light, peeking into the night, and in a way connecting these 2 worlds, light and dark, in his life. So here, 10 of Wands. It says, the spiritual pilgrim, inspired by the 16th century alchemical engraving, carries a bundle of wands on his back, representing many religions. In his hand, which reaches into the new dimension, he holds a living bunch. So here I have a vision which I want to, fulfill, inspire, and here I'm already growing that vision and connecting these words like the vessel. If you feel overwhelmed by the heavy load of spiritual ideology, return to a simple belief in the goodness of nature. So also, this encouragement to keep it simple, to feel inspired by nature. There's a rainbow. I love this. Reminds me very much of the Temperance card of the Holy Marriage Within. So this is how I could connect to Vessel and to Ceridwen. And also then I saw, this card as, so this is another way how you can work, but this is not some formula. You have to be very inspirational about it and very observant. So I saw these animals. I saw a hare, fish, maybe a salmon, eagle, and the woman. So I thought, what is the hare telling me? And I pulled one card. So I pulled Justice card. So I thought, okay, the hare is telling me to, maybe not act like on instinct straight away, but use also my mind to make a decision or create balance in my life, not to be very approached by fear also. Hares are very fearful, they run away very quickly. So here is just slow down a little bit. Then I said what is the fish telling me, and I got 6 of pentacles, and it's a very equally spread 6 coins. All the heads are kind of looking at one another. So in a way it's step by step, keep working and keep maybe sharing your findings with other people, which I keep doing here. And then I said what is the woman telling me? And the woman is this Knight of Pentacles. So she's focused on a project and she points the way, she wants to show me something which might grow, which might come, and it comes from earth, water, and then let's say here we have fire, and then we have the spirit, air. And then I said what's the eagle telling me? And look, I got the Judgment. So it's follow the call, rebirth, renewal, also cleansing, take a wider look at your situation. Don't get too narrow-minded about it. So this is some parts of how I work with the cards for myself, how I do the path working, how I look at the particular image and then try to figure out how I can best connect to it. And I highly encourage you to work with cards in this way, innovative, inspirational, not really you can't find it in books. Maybe you can, I don't know, I haven't read about it anywhere. I'm just kind of playing with what I see. And this is how you can connect different types of decks and different types of oracles and make it kind of approachable and workable for yourself. So I hope it was helpful. And also whenever you go through a dark times of the soul, whenever you feel lost, working with this type of spreads or directly with an image that you pull or that you want to work with. It's very helpful and it's very directional, and sometimes it's very inspirational and can really you know, like knock you out of that low of that dark night, or at least lets you appreciate it, because sometimes dark times of the soul are very necessary for us. So yeah, the cauldron seems to be calling in January, and also some, you know, inspirational energy that I can connect to. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Maha. I will link all Maha's videos below and Lisa's videos as well. So please take a look if you are interested, and also if you feel like you want to maybe do a VR to us or have something interesting to share about how you can maybe connect to a matron or to some energies that help you go through sad times in life or dark times of the soul. That would be lovely to see as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.